There is a lot of information about angels out there, and I don't agree with most of it. My name is Dakota Lee. I have a gift to see angels. I've been seeing them since I was 8 years old. I've also gotten to see Jesus, and when I was 12 years old, God did something really extraordinary with me. He started letting me visit heaven. I also happen to be a Christian, and believe it or not, the things that I have seen, while they were challenging at times, it has always brought me back to what Christ has taught us. So, if you would like to know more about angels from not only someone who thinks the Bible is very important, but also someone who has personal experience with them, then you might want to tune in. All right, first thing I want to go over. Do you know what angels' purpose is? Well, it's really simple. Their purpose is to carry out God's will. And what is God's will? In a nutshell, it's to love you. God's will is to love you. So that means that angels are there to protect you, guide you in all the ways that a parent wants to protect and love their children, and sometimes send servants or teachers or mentors, or sometimes even tries to bring in good friends in order to help their child and let their child grow. God, in this case, God is the parent and you are the child. The angels that I see the most are guardian angels. And angels do happen to carry weapons. Angels themselves will fight battles that you know nothing about. And in fact, my angels have told me that they are most happy when I have no idea what they've been doing all day, meaning I am not aware of the things that they have been fighting off. You can ask your angels to go take care of a certain threat or a worry that you have. You can also bring that prayer straight to God, kind of not talking to your angels, and He will be the one to relay the commands to your angels. I personally am more in favor of talking to God because He has even more wisdom and divine knowledge than the angels do. And so you might get more from a conversation with God than you get with your angels, although talking to angels of God is still a good thing. Angels will never harm you. They will never put you in a test that hurts you. And if an angel has blocked you from something, it's because they are protecting you and your greater good in the long run. Again, they are here to love you and to support you. However, angels cannot always shield you from your decisions. But if you have allowed somehow a demonic force into your life, then that is something that you're going to have to take authority over in Christ in order to get that cleared out. So, for example, when I was in middle school, I made friends with an angel, and it took me a few weeks of talking with him and having conversations in the hallways to realize, oh, he's not an angel of God. He had his own agenda. He was trying to use me. Effectively, this was a demon, not an angel. Demons can, for short periods of time, look like an angel. And so even with someone who I have this gift of seeing in the spirit, I still have been deceived before. And there are videos where I tell you how to deal with that, because there is a test given in the Bible that can clearly differentiate between those of God and those not of God. But before I knew how to use this test, I was deceived by an angel by a demon when I was in middle school. And when I realized it, I tried to look for my actual angels, and they were all there. They had their weapons out, their spears out. They were pointed at the demon that wanted to torment me. And once I realized I knew what he was, his whole appearance changed from angelic to demonic, got a shark tooth smile, and just tried to inch closer and closer to me, just wanting to scare me. And it was only until I said, in Jesus' name, demon, get out of the school and do not return. And here's the thing, I had to say it twice. The first time I said it, I saw it sort of taking an effect. He started to shake, almost like this demon was experiencing an internal earthquake, and I believe he was pushing against the power of God. And he stuck it out. He was able to stay in that one. It freaked me out very much, because if I didn't have authority the way that my church taught me I had, then what did I have? So I took a moment. I was in a school assembly for a school play, so they were on the stage. I was sitting in my chair. I was watching something totally different. I prayed. I was scared, and I remembered some worship songs and sang them to myself quietly. And when I opened my eyes again, physical eyes and spiritual eyes, I felt much stronger. And I looked at that demon, and I said with authority that I felt, in Jesus' name, get out of the school and never return. And that time, the second time, that demon resisted with that shaking for about 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden he shrunk down from 6 feet tall to like 3 feet tall, and had a little hood on, and then ran screaming from the school. And then my angels were able to get him out, and they escorted it all the way out to make sure that it actually listened to what I was saying. Now it was compelled by the power of God that people who believe in Jesus have the same authority to send things that don't belong to us and aren't good for us out of our lives. But because I had been deceived and I had allowed that demon into my life, the angels around me didn't have the authority to get it out. They had to wait for me to take my authority to send that out. So angels can't protect you from all your choices, although they can influence your choices, and they are always influencing you for good towards Jesus and towards God. Hope this helps. See you tomorrow.